human child. What do you need?
Just get to the point. Good job, everyone. No. Good job doesn't do it justice. The future of the entire human race depended on this operation. And humankind came together to pull it off. Now, Karel and the Vulgus are retreating. Karel discovered that we had taken the inverted Ironheart and tried to come after us. But he was too late. By then, the heart had already been destroyed. We've achieved this major victory due to your actions, Descendant. I'm very glad that we have all of you and the guides still with us. However, Karel took the Ironheart we used as bait and disappeared without a trace. We're currently using all of our recon assets to search for Karel's flagship, but we do not know what the outcome will be. We have to remember that this war is not over yet. Karel still has 2 Ironhearts. He's probably plotting something even more dangerous as we speak. And there are still Vulgus forces across Ingress. Without a chain of command, they'll be running riot. For now, we're going to focus on our defense at each front and commence an operation to track down Karel's ship and the Ironhearts. Savor this triumph, everyone. Then let's regroup and keep going. From this moment forward, we aim for total victory. I look forward to working together again soon, Descendant.
You have completed one of the sacred missions of the Ancestors, Descendant. I'm so proud of you. However, there is something I must tell you regarding the destruction of the remaining Ironhearts. Come, Descendant. Many people were willing to sacrifice their lives for the final operation, but your courage was exceptional. You risked your own life and destroyed the Ironheart in my place, even though I am merely an AI. If it weren't for you, humankind would no longer be here. But Descendant, there is something I need you to know for the future. As you know, the Magisters wanted the Ironhearts in exchange for the resources and technology that the Magisters provide for humankind. Because we destroyed an Ironheart, the Magisters may threaten humanity due to the breach of that agreement. There may be conflicts with the Magisters in the future, and they may even be less forthcoming with their support. But don't forget, every single one of the Ironhearts must be eliminated from Ingress. As long as you remember that, we can withstand anything that comes. Continue to fulfill your calling as a Descendant and protect the people you love. I will help humanity. I believe in you, Descendant. Your journey is not over yet.
Descendant, I am so glad you're still alive. The hero that saved humankind. I have a favor to request of you.
I'm gonna tell her. No. You're so beautiful, Sharon. Those shining silver hands. You're a work of art. Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna tell Sharon how I feel. But if I'm gonna confess my love, flowers. I need flowers, but where can I get some? Maybe I don't need flowers. No, I read that if you're going to confess your love to someone, you need to bring them flowers. Okay, I heard from the soldiers that Kingston has beautiful flowers. But how do I get to Kingston? Sneak onto a transportation ship? Doesn't sound like a good idea. Maybe the supply unit has flowers. Maybe I could ask the quartermaster. What if I get kicked out for making such a stupid request? I know. I'll request flowers as part of supplies. Then they'll definitely look into it. Great. I'll tell Sharon how I feel once I have some flowers. Yes, that's the best solution. Sharon, please wait for me.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
You need information about the Colossi. When I located your arcade signal in the void, I was very relieved. Losing a descendant such as yourself is like experiencing the apocalypse all over again. I am very pleased to see you again, Descendant. However, the energy generated from the destruction of the Ironheart has sent ripples through the deepest recesses of the void. Unfortunately, this means we're likely to encounter Colossi of a completely different standard in the future. However, I still agree with the decision to destroy the Ironhearts. If all the Ironhearts are completely destroyed, the Colossi would become oblivious to the Ingress dimension. As closing the dimensional wall is pointless now, the Ironhearts must be removed from Ingress. With the destruction of an Ironheart, it's clear we'll face stronger Colossi. But the night is darkest just before the dawn. If we can journey through this dark tunnel together, the future of Ingress will be bright. Until that day comes, I hope you will continue to work with me and fight the Colossi intercept battles. As always, I put my faith in your strength and determination, Descendant.
Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately.
Descendant, I have heard that humankind has triumphed against Corel. Humans have won many battles over the years, but they continue to lose the war. Until now. This victory has helped to completely alter my perspective on humanity and descendants. Although, you did all destroy the Ironheart. The Council of Magisters won't easily forget the choice made by Albion headquarters. And considering that Magisters are of Vulgus origin, the enemy may be closer than you think. But that's only the stance of the Council of Magisters. Some of the Magisters, myself included, will still root for humanity. I want you to remember that I will continue to stand with you all, despite whatever policy is decreed by the Council. It seems as if you'll need many things from me going forward.
This is HQ. Sending to all Descendants on standby. We're receiving multiple requests for reinforcements due to Vulgus attacks at strategic points in each zone. Corel and the Vulgus main fleet should be gone, but the enemy's attacks are intensifying. All available descendants, please review the briefing sent to your receive and carry out your assigned mission.
Nell, could you assign a different descendant to my mission?
Valby? Is something wrong?
Honestly, I haven't been feeling well recently. I feel pain whenever I use my RK abilities. It feels like a huge kind of force inside me.
Feels like something twisting inside you, right?
How did you know?
Damn it. Some of the other descendants have similar symptoms, including me.
It's the same with me. I thought it was just fatigue, but something doesn't feel right.
For now, those who are able to be deployed, please switch missions with other descendants. HQ will investigate the situation.
I can see many descendants are suffering from the same symptoms. I'm also experiencing. My code is becoming unstable. Because this phenomenon also affects me, I believe the cause is related to RK. I'll investigate the origin of these issues while you carry out your mission.
Descendant, I've called you because I need your help. These bastards are using a suspicious-looking digger. Before we can investigate it, we need to get rid of the forces guarding it. Alright, let's get to work, Descendant. Swarming with defensive units. Clear them out. Got it? require so much security? Judging by that ridiculously large digger, they're definitely up to something. Detected another high-level Vulgus. There's just no end to them. Please take care of this. I have to check it out myself. To do that, I'll need you to lay waste to the Vulgus. Every last one of them. I'm sure you've got this, right? Hazardous object proximity alert, isn't it? Seems we have quite the powerful visitor. Another tough enemy to deal with. Descendant, do your thing. There's something weird about the energy flow within the Vulgus facility. Oh. And it looks like we have to deal with even more defensive forces. bastards. Damn it. Another high-level Vulgus. There's just no end to them. Please take care of this.
Descendant, I've discovered the cause of my abnormalities and your symptoms. It will be better if I explain this in person. At the moment, using arcade even for communicating may be too much.
Descendant, we need to make sure it's safe enough for the construction corps members to move around before we can check out the diggers. tough enemy to deal with. Descendant, do your thing. About the energy flow within the Vulgus facility. Oh, and it looks like we have to deal with even more defensive forces. Descendant, we've detected another high-level vulgus. There's just no end to them. Please take care of this.
Oh, that hurt like hell!
Okay, leave the rest to me and go get some rest. I'm sure you need it. Great job.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
Descendant, an excessive amount of inversion energy has accumulated in the depths of your arcade. As you know, the Descendant's arcade is now strong enough to accommodate the inverted Ironheart. Thanks to this, we reclaimed the Ironhearts that the enemy held, and could even destroy them in places Karel didn't expect. However, we overlooked the side effects that come with awakening such powerful forces. Once a Descendant's arcade has absorbed inversion energy, it has an endless craving to consume more of that power. Across Ingress, energy particles that remain as a result of the destruction of the inverted Ironheart are widely dispersed. The Descendant's arcade has been unconsciously absorbing these inverted particles. If we cannot control this phenomenon, the inversion energy from within the arcade of all the Descendants will reach a critical state. If arcade is overloaded with inversion energy, it could trigger an internal explosion within the Descendants. This is similar to how one of the Ironhearts was destroyed by an inversion overload. But Descendant, as soon as this problem occurred to me, I received a design file from the Ancestors database. My thoughts were inputted to the database as prompts, and the necessary technology data was sent to me in a similar manner to the AI you use. The technology is called an inversion circulation device. The device filters and expels inversion energy that has been absorbed into arcade. I am skeptical of this technology, as it is unverified. But for now, we should build the device and hope it works as intended. The Ancestors database seems to be a different type of system than I am. But I cannot afford to risk valuable descendants because I am suspicious of another AI. Descendant, investigate the Ancestors facility immediately and retrieve the ancient metal we require to create the inversion circulation device. While you are doing so, I will transmit the design to HQ and verify its effectiveness. Good work, Descendant. We are fortunate that there were still materials remaining in the Ancestors' facility. It's time to create the inversion circulation device. I'll share what I've discovered so far.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
If all modules were the same, I'd be out of a job, right? Welcome. You're here for modules, right? Modules will make you stronger.
Descendant. Fortunately, Descendant, I have no doubts about the operational effectiveness of the inversion circulation device. The device will be enough to filter the inversion energy infused within a Descendant's arcade. The design is highly refined and can be fully constructed using the Ancestors' materials. Once again, I find myself astonished by the technology of the Ancestors. If I had unrestricted access to every part of the Ancestors' database, I know humanity could enter a new age of technological progress. Humankind could become the new Ancestors. If this happened, we could find the Ironhearts much faster.
Guide, we can't rely entirely on tech. What the Descendants need now isn't technology, but power.
Kyle.
If it's new research, I'm listening.
What is it? Let me get straight to the point, Guide. Could we modify the design of the inversion circulation device to allow Descendants to use inversion energy? Yeah, it might be more appropriate to call it an inversion reinforcement device.
What do you mean, Kyle? Using inversion energy is far too dangerous. I don't understand.
It makes sense that you wouldn't understand. Look, you were with the Descendants deployed to the fortress during the Ironheart destruction operation. For those teams, the Ajax team and the Descendants who destroyed the Ironheart, the fortress operation was a battle where death was a real possibility. But those of us who faced Corell and his troops in the White Knight Gulch, we also faced death head-on. Corell's main forces were definitely enhanced by some kind of powerful energy. Especially Corell. He exuded immense power through his presence alone. After our recent experiences, I now understand the nature of the power that Corell was using. It was definitely inversion energy. Corell used the inverted Ironheart as a power source. If Corell hadn't retreated when he did, would we have survived? Would we have been able to even scratch him? I know that if Corell hadn't withdrawn, the White Knight Gulch would have become a Descendant graveyard. To defeat Corell and all those Vulgus bastards in the future, we need to be at least as powerful as he is. Instead of completely filtering out the inversion energy, we need to find a way to use it, even just a little. Is it possible to adjust the design to do this?
It's not impossible, but inversion energy is a power we must treat with caution, Kyle.
Hey, Guide. I've got something to say, too. Huh? I'm sorry, but I agree with the Magnetic Tin Man. I know it looks like I'm just playing around, but right now, my skills, abilities, and equipment are the best they've ever been. But if I had to fight Carell tomorrow, honestly, I don't think I have what it takes to win. I can definitely feel the power imbalance. I'm sure most of the Descendants feel the same way, right? I mean, if I had to fight Carell again, I would definitely want to win. I have too many performances left to give. And if a dreamer like me thinks like this, imagine how other Descendants must feel. The inversion reinforcement device is definitely dangerous, but it might also be useful. We need more power. Oh, yeah, so a while ago, I heard Enzo mumbling about something. He took a ring out from somewhere and kept playing with it. And saying, "If only I were stronger, there's someone I want to be with," and stuff like that.
Luna, a public channel isn't the place to talk about this. Check your comms settings.
Huh? Why was this button pressed? Did everyone hear that?
Yes, Luna. Thank you for the detailed explanation. I also have some thoughts about the inversion reinforcement device. All Descendants who are able to attend the meeting assemble at HQ. And Kyle, please teach Luna how to operate her receive channel.
All right. This, Luna, is what we call clicking.
Oh, come on. I know that.
There isn't much time. We have to hurry. We have been closely monitoring this situation since the Descendants began experiencing symptoms. Thanks to yours and the Guide's efforts, we have overcome a significant hurdle. If we can immediately produce and distribute the inversion circulation device to the Descendants, we will have averted the worst-case scenario. However, this only applies to the present situation. We need to consider other possible scenarios if we want to be fully prepared for the future. As Luna has said, if we had to face Carell tomorrow, our chances of winning would be slim. It is likely that Carell and the Vulgus main fleet have disappeared only because we temporarily disrupted their strategy. If Carell's goal is the extinction of humanity, the battle shouldn't have ended in that way. We need to make the most of this suspicious period of calm. In terms of the proposed modified design of the inversion reinforcement device, I intend to officially authorize it as a measure to enhance the capabilities of the Descendants. I haven't mentioned this before, but I felt my arche briefly return when I was exposed to inversion energy. Perhaps the inversion reinforcement device will stimulate my arche and allow me to regain the abilities I lost. And if it is effective for me, proper use of the inversion reinforcement device could provide even greater power to active Descendants. However, there is one condition. For the safety of the Descendants, the inversion reinforcement device must be periodically reset, and their arche must be completely purified of inversion energy. The inversion reinforcement device should be used only under these strict conditions. This way, I hope the proposal will be acceptable to the Guide as well. I take full responsibility for this decision, and I will use the device on myself first. If there are any issues with it, I should be the first to know. If my arche is restored, I hope I will be able to fight alongside all of you. I am hopeful that the Guide will agree to this proposal, and we can proceed with mass production of the device.
Descendant, if HQ insists on this, I have no choice. Modifying the design is straightforward. We can ask the Magisters to start production right away. However, handling inversion energy itself will not be so simple. I believe in humanity, but I must continue to watch over you to ensure you don't become addicted to such powerful forces. I hope you understand, Descendant.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope.
Descendant. I've already spoken with HQ. You're here about the device to control inversion energy, yes? The designs, please. I can analyze a full range of ancestor technology immediately using my facilities. Let's see what secrets these reveal. If there's something you need, you... So, this is the inversion reinforcement device. Its operating principles are similar to the module system that controls RK, but it's much more sophisticated. You may not be aware that the inversion energy you've absorbed is stored within your RK, at a very minute atomic scale. This device connects that inversion energy with your RK, which will enable the activation of various powers. The more Ironheart particles that are absorbed, the greater the power that can be provided by the inversion energy. The Ancestors' technology never ceases to amaze me. This device is intriguing. HQ said that all inversion reinforcement devices should be periodically reset, didn't they? An excellent decision. That should both provide protection for the Descendants and allow me more time to study this device in depth. After the next reset, come and find me. By then, I'll be able to give you a much stronger inversion reinforcement device. I'm glad I stuck with humanity after all. I'll have the opportunity to research some very interesting technology.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
The success of this operation. Good. The guide has accepted that this decision is the right one. I'm sorry that I can't thank her personally. Not only will this help descendants to become stronger, it should allow any of them to regain their abilities. Nell, recall the descendants who are no longer battle-ready back to Albion, and begin distributing the inversion reinforcement devices.
Alpha, we can't detect an Nasiv signal from the descendant deployed to the Vulgus Fortress. We've pinpointed their last known location to nearby the quarantine zone.
Wait. The descendant deployed to the Vulgus Fortress is...
The new recruit to the Descendant Corps, Haley. We can't detect her vital signs.
Damn it! All available personnel, please provide support in the quarantine zone immediately! We can't afford to lose our new descendant. Hurry! Just get to the point.
Energy coming from the Vulgus structure. It's a type that doesn't exist in our database. Analyzing the prototype with an Nasiv cam. HQ, we think the structure is a new Vulgus weapon.
Haley!
The energy that the structure is putting out. If we can find the device that's linked to the gate, the passageway will... Haley, please respond. Haley!
Damn it. Descendant, do you think you can neutralize the structure as Haley described?
yet. We're still detecting a strong Vulgus signal. Vulgus assault ship is moving toward a nearby zone.
The commander's retreating. If we lose him, we lose any intel.
Vulgus assault ship moving toward the quarantine zone.
Damn it! Are we too late?
Checking gun barrel. Loading magazine. This is Haley. Target is down.
Haley, are you all right?
Thank you for sending in the rescue team. I couldn't have done it without them.
Great work, everyone. Mission accomplished. Excellent work out there, Haley, and you, Descendant. We're ready for Haley's treatment as well as your inversion reinforcement. Command is with me. We'll begin analyzing the intel in depth. We need to get across this quickly. HQ, over and out.
Excuse me. Can I have a moment? Can I have a word? It won't take long.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
Welcome to the Modules Lab. Welcome. You're here for modules, right?
Commencing inversion energy amplification. Ironheart particles activated.
If it's new research, I'm listening.
Haley, reporting in. I have your back. Haley, reporting in. Haley, reporting for duty. I'm the newest recruit to the Descendant Corps. I appreciate your support out there. I was able to safely complete my first mission, thanks to you. I also heard that this inversion amplification process wouldn't have been possible without you and the other seniors. During the operation, I wasn't feeling well, but I didn't realize it was because of inversion energy. Anyway, the being that I can see behind you, is that the guide system?
It is good to meet you, Haley. I am Guide, the Descendant-specific genetic user interface. I'm glad we have another Descendant. I have finished synchronizing with your arcade. I look forward to working with you.
It's an honor, Guide. I look forward to working with you too. Phew. I was slightly worried that I might not be able to link with her, like that senior whose name we won't mention. So that's a relief. Although, that person, when I was a regular soldier, he helped me out of a few tricky situations. I was really shocked when I heard that he'd committed treason. He wasn't like that when I knew him. But since my RK has been awakened, I am determined I will never become like him. I aim to be an honorable descendant, just like the seniors who have come before me. So, I've linked to the guide, and my inverted energy issue has been fixed as well. All that's left is for Eugen to confirm I'm fully healed. I'll concentrate on recovering as soon as possible, and get back to the front line. Hope to see you out on the battlefield soon.
Alpha, the communications log that was with the Vulgus commander will be decrypted and uploaded to the command console shortly.
Received. Excellent work, everyone. I hope this log contains something useful.
Playing the Vulgus communications log. Recalibrating. Please wait. It's ready. Now...
This is General Amon. To all legions based in Ingus, I deliver orders from Kal-El.
This is... Alpha.
What is this? Nell, order all descendants to return to HQ. The situation is serious. We need to react quickly. Descendant, thanks to your efforts, we've been able to fully restore Amon's message. As I suspected, it contains a lot of hidden meanings. The content is in the command console for you to view. There is a great deal to decipher.
This is General Amon. To all legions based in Ingus, I deliver orders from Kal-El. I'm bringing this message, and with it, the weapon for you to refine to all legions remaining in Ingus. A weapon which represents the pinnacle of the prowess of the ancestors, all too familiar to us bunkers. Not only is it the most powerful weapon in all of Ingus, it has caused irreparable damage to Kiphoff. Center in your minds the enormous scar we bear, and obey Kal-El, who stands on top of it. Embedded within Vulgus legions, the weapon of the ancestors has become part of their power. Strike terror into the hearts of descendants. Teach them their flaws. Our Your grand invasion once more faces the origin of all wars. Rise up and see history repeat itself, just like the endless repeating pulsations of the Iron Heart.
Got a question about the operation? On first listen, it seems that there was a fierce battle between the Vulgus and the Ancestors at some point in the past. From what I know, the Vulgus first appeared in our world 100 years ago, but this has revealed a different chronology. On top of this, our ancestors seem to have been able to cause considerable damage to the Vulgus. Considering the power of the weapon you faced, that isn't surprising. But it doesn't make sense. If our ancestors had triumphed over the Vulgus in the past, why are there no traces of them in Ingress? Even the rest of the message, there is so much of it we don't yet understand. Clipoth, the Scar, the origin of all wars, these are all unknown quantities. Going forward, HQ will be tracking this information by any means necessary. We have many questions for the Council of Magisters. If there was an exchange of fire between the Vulgus and the Ancestors in the past, the Magisters who were once allied with the Vulgus will have known about it. This suggests that they were actively concealing this from us. Any intel we can find will be helpful. We must track down Corell's fleet and put an end to this war once and for all. Descendant, you will receive a copy of Amon's message. These enemy invasions are not over yet. If you find any intel that concerns you, analyze it and compare it with Amon's message. Tell the guide that I'm counting on her to assist you with this. Right now, her insight is absolutely crucial. Even if the Ancestors could not fully defend Ingress, this generation must. No matter what.
Descendant, I'm glad you made it back safely. I heard the amount of pressure in the Void Abyss was huge. And yet you still managed to complete the operation. You really are talented. I'd love to have you join our unit. Wouldn't that be great, Keelan?
Sure. They're useful enough. They don't get in the way and they can hold their own. Thanks to you, the mission was a success. You did well. even though you weren't trained for it. Ines, why are you looking at me like that?
Wow! The Void Abyss really is a scary place. It's changed your arcade traits, and now it's even changed your personality. I've never heard you compliment anyone before. Keelan's still in there somewhere, right?
Never mind. Descendant, you should pay HQ a visit. I hear they're preparing a follow-up operation. Ines, I've got to drop by the Magister Research Institute. I'm a little worried about that doggo we rescued.
Wow! I swear that didn't sound like Keelan. I didn't know he liked dogs.
If there's something you need, you'll need to pay.
Descendant, I've been waiting for you. First of all, thank you for your hard work you put into this operation. An impressive achievement for your first void vessel exploration. It's no wonder Hound wants to recruit you. It's not entirely because of that success, but it has been decided that for the time being, you'll be assigned to void vessel exploration missions. VV-072 is unlike any void vessel that we've discovered so far. It doesn't look like a Vulgus ship, and I'm concerned that the Vulgus have already taken control of its interior. Also, the Vulgus seem to be using a dedicated exploratory force similar to our Hound unit. We need to find out what they are doing on VV-072 and what they are looking for. Descendant, I want you to conduct a second search operation. I'll contact Hound to assist you.
Well, I didn't expect you to be rushed into another operation this fast. While we're here, Descendant, can you come and see me for a moment? There you are. I'm as confused as you are by HQ's decision. A redeployment so soon after your return.
Though I can see why HQ ordered it. It's the Void Abyss after all. And there are Vulgus all over VV-072.
And, unfortunately, the data you collected contained very few valuable leads. Plus the unexpected Vulgus presence. I suppose HQ had no choice.
The presence of the Vulgus on VV-072 means it's likely they're also looking for something there. Probably information that can give them an advantage over us. Traveling into the Void Abyss isn't easy, even for the Vulgus. There must be something important for them to take that risk. If VV-072 is a Vulgus ship, they have the advantage. We won't be able to stop whatever the Vulgus are planning if we fall behind now. That's why a second sweep is absolutely necessary.
Keelan's right. So I pulled something together as well. This device contains a code to break the Vulgus algorithm. When the specialized code loaded onto this device is activated, it will automatically collect Vulgus records from all over the Void Vessel. Analyzing those records will tell us why the Vulgus came to VV-072. I'm counting on you, Descendant.
Descendant, I hear you're planning further operations in the recently discovered Void Vessel. I have a favor to ask. Can you come to the Research Institute?
Now what do you want?
You found some special data from the Void Abyss. Intriguing and captivating data, in fact. The organism that Keelan rescued from the Void Vessel is no ordinary dog. It's the product of highly complex and sophisticated genetic engineering involving Archae. The signal picked up in the Void Abyss was a sensor of sorts, the organism's response to Keelan's Archae waves. Up until this point, only Descendants have been able to respond to and detect Archae. But it seems that this organism has a very specialized sensitivity to Archae. We are discovering new possibilities for this fascinating creature every day. Similar to when we first saw the possibilities of humanity. The Magisters speculate that this organism was created by the ancestors. It's just a theory, for now, of course. We've categorized this organism as a new species, an Archae Fellow. This category means that it's a being that responds to Archae and can help Descendants in a variety of ways, which is, of course, what we plan to use them for. I've also discovered a way to research Fellow, given enough materials. But as this organism came from the Void Vessel, you'll need to gather the materials from there. I'm hoping you'll be able to help me collect the materials I need to research this organism while you're on other operations.
Launching Void Vessel Exploration Operation.
All Void search parties. We have found a clue to lead us to the Iron Heart. Our path will not be an easy one. But having a hope is the Iron Heart is essential for the greater good. Shall we have to find our way to glory?
Stay sharp! Remember Master Krell's speech? I serve Master Krell. I am the Pathfinder, and I will bring glory to Great Offering. Void energy, come break me. I need to get back to the anti-void ship. Master Corral, watch yourself for me.
Unfortunately, our Legion of Darkness units do not have the technology to put it in practice. We may need to request Abel to decipher it. Also, we believe Arcane is needed to re-enable it. I request that we proceed to the second stage. If we could successfully obtain Arcane Serum, we believe we can analyze a significant portion of it. We also believe the research center includes the technology to create gigantic arcane organisms. I shall present a more detailed report once we return to the fortress. I have an order for the lesser commanders. With the implementation of the dread armor and the anti-void shield are goals in reach. The operation duration has been extended by 13 times, and losses reduced by 87.32%. These results will satisfy lesser beings, like your own class. All that remains is collection of the data scattered throughout the ship. According to Avon, the encrypted location of the sealed Ironheart left by the moderate ancestors can be found here. Do you understand? The glorious moment for Master Corell and Kripoff finally approaches. It has been a century since Master Corell embarked on this task. Sacrifice your lives so that we may acquire all that we need. You are dismissed.
Exploration progress investigation number 32. Suspected location of a bio-experimental lab identified. No structure found. No specimens present. Data transmitted. Confirmed connection to Ironheart. General Aimant's orders. Facility sound. Transmission complete. Drone control module experiment complete. Area defense and surveillance online. Exploration report complete. Commander! It's a
or 10, it makes no difference. Put them all in body bags. I will lead the way. Surround them so they can't escape. Of course you idiots! If those Albion scum get away, I will rip you apart myself.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Descendant, I've analyzed the data you've uploaded to your receive channel. There are some anomalies. I was wondering if you had a moment to discuss them.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
There you are. You've done a great job collecting the data. I've processed and analyzed the information you uploaded. Let me break it down for you. Firstly, we only discovered VV-072 recently, but the Vulgus records go back way before we discovered it. That means the Vulgus didn't discover VV-072 around the same time as we did. They'd already been there for a long time. Luckily, the data you collected was quite detailed, giving us some clues as to why the Vulgus went to VV-072 and what they've been looking for there all this time. For starters, the information the Vulgus are after is probably related to the Ironhearts, and it's most likely the information on where the Ironhearts are hidden.
How can you be sure?
Look! This is geographical data on Ingress. It accounts for a significant portion of all the data we have, and some of it is locked with quantum encryption. The Vulgus surveyed the entire topography of Ingress 100 years ago. For them to go all the way to the Void Abyss to look for topographical information means...
It probably has something to do with the Ironhearts.
Considering how accurately Corell was able to locate the Ironheart, he must have found the information here.
If only we'd been faster. We could have turned the tables on them. Wait. Inez. What's this?
Oh, I was just about to get to that. This data is very old. It's about an engagement the Vulgus fought against an enemy on VV-072.
Hang on. Isn't this referring to Aisha's squad?
Yes, that's what I thought too. The way they described how they looked, the technology they used, their firearms, and especially the mention of the rose of Aisha, Aisha's weapon. Everything fits, down to the bullet specs.
That means Aisha's squad survived the Void Storm and made it to VV-072.
It seems that way, but there's no record of what happened to them. If the Vulgus had killed them, it would be in these records. But there's nothing further after an entry saying they lost the targets. It's complicated. Anyway, Descendant, I'll go over this with HQ and get back to you.
Descendant, I need to speak with you in private. Can you spare a minute?
What's going on? I overheard your conversation with Inez and Keelan. As they guessed, the enemy that the Vulgus engaged was definitely Aisha. I had my doubts when I started reviewing the records, but when it got to the part about a red handgun and a rose engraved on it, I was convinced. A handgun engraved with a red rose was Aisha's most cherished weapon. As you know, not many Descendants use handguns as their primary weapon, and no Descendant would insist on using a handgun unless it was an RK unique weapon. For me, that confirmed the enemy that the Vulgus engaged, mentioned in those records, was Aisha. I've been obsessed with finding Aisha, waiting for the right time to go and search for her. Now that the opportunity is finally here, I've been excluded from the operation. I don't resent Alpha's decision. He's made a wise choice. But I need to ask you to do something. It's now or never. Will you look for signs of Aisha during this operation? It doesn't matter how small they are. I want to see them with my own eyes. I desperately need this.
This is Descendant Eckert. Are you busy? I've been refining the Void Vessel record tracking algorithm at HQ's request. I'll need to talk you through it. Could you spare some time? Just say the word. I'll find out everything for you. You're here. This is the device with the improved algorithm. I've added a couple of features to the Void radar configuration. Firstly, I've altered the data collection device so it detects certain wavelengths within the coordinates. I've also added a feature to amplify and track RK traces once detected, even the faintest amount. Even if the level of RK emissions drops below the threshold, it shouldn't be a problem as long as it has been detected. The device will accurately amplify the traces and recalculate their location. It gave me some headaches along the way, but it all turned out okay. Take it to Seneca and that's it. It'll start functioning once he's installed it. What I found most interesting during the development of the algorithm was in order to reduce the interference from void energy, I had to incorporate the principle of modulation of the gamma value of the reflected wavelength. Descendant? Descendant, are you listening?
You need information about the Colossi. Hello, Descendant. I've been waiting for you. That must be the algorithm Eckert modified. I'll apply it right now. When the algorithm activates, you'll be able to detect data that was previously obscured by the high levels of void energy. It'll provide an opportunity to retrieve data that would otherwise be missed due to the wavelengths. The first data to collect is the RK wavelengths remaining on BB-072. These are the records left behind by any descendants. This is a chance for us to see events that took place, people we've lost, and any truths that may have been obscured. Descendant, I hope you return safely after completing the operation.
Launching void vessel exploration operation.
No chance!
Is everyone alive? Damn, I hear the sea comes down. Everyone, if you can hear me, please respond.
Oh, this is James. I'm hurt, but still alive.
I'm alive too.
Captain, James, Marie, are you all alright?
Okay, we're still alive. Everybody, give me an injury report.
Apart from a broken arm, I'm fine.
I think I broke a rib. Other than that, I'm alive. But James is in a critical condition. He has multiple fractures and he might be bleeding internally.
All right, let's take care of James first. Everybody, gather around James.
I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He's right. It's treatable, James. Just hold tight. Captain, I've examined the liquid inside this capsule. It contains a high concentration of ingredients that enhance cell regeneration. Judging by the composition of the formula, it appears to be a kind of growth serum, but there are some ingredients that I haven't come across before, so I can't be sure. And it's a very high concentration. I don't know if it can be used on humans.
Captain, let's try experimenting with a very small dose. James's condition is severe, and his wound is starting to show signs of an amorphous fire.
Captain! at that. James's wound is healing already.
The extremely high concentration must be why we can see him regenerating. James, tell me if you feel any discomfort.
I feel a little nauseous and strange. It's like my muscles are moving by themselves. The pain is going away, though. Really? Marie, give me a dose of that ZeroTheBunny. Pain my arm is starting to become unbearable.
Alright, Edwin. I can also feel your broken ribs seeping into your lungs. I'm gonna give you an even smaller dose than James. Here, let me see your shoulder.
No, I'm glad the captain is alright. At least our captain is unbreakable.
Eddie, that's not funny. You know how worried I am.
I just want to help you relax, Captain. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have known what to do with ourselves.
That's right. And what's important is that we have one less wounded. You can relax, Captain. If everybody is feeling better, I'd like to search inside. This giant facility must have something more than just this current serum.
I can tell that this place is used just from the echo. Maybe the hallway goes on forever. Why does a facility like this exist in the wood abyss? Holy shit.
Let's see if there's anything we can use for repair first. I've checked our contact book and it's completely shut.
Damn it! Where the hell are we going to connect this okay?
Is there really no way to contact out?
Let's not rush to conclusions. What's important right now is to focus and trust our instincts. I'll never give up on you. So don't give up on me.
That's right. Let's go. Now that we're healed, there's nothing to be afraid of.
And now that we have that serum, we can cure ourselves in no time.
Right.
Everyone up on your feet. Let's get moving and look for anything useful.
James is changing.
Damn it! James!
No. Could it be because of the serum? Then Edwin and I could... Marie! Don't jump to conclusions. Nothing is happening yet. We were exposed to large amounts of void energy on our way here. We'll have to exchange to recover the void energy. So calm down and get moving.
Aisha, are you saying you should give up on James? That's why we're helping.
Eddie, we have to survive in order to save James. Don't look back, just run.
No, that's not James. That monster can't be James.
You're right. That must be a monster just impersonating James. That monster can't be James. Can it? Marie, Edwin, pull yourselves together. We have to remain calm. How can we stay calm in a situation like this? Captain, you saw it too. You saw what James turned into. The same can happen to us. Can you promise us nothing will happen? How the hell are we going to survive the void? I don't want to die. I want to die. I want to live.
body. It doesn't feel right.
Eddie, what's wrong? No! Eddie, get a hold of yourself, please. I feel so cold. So cold. I can't stand it. Marie. I hate the world. I hate it so much. I want to kill everyone. Everyone. I want everyone to feel how cold I am and my pain.
Look at me. Oh, my body. I'm a wreck. Why is our captain okay? Oh, Captain, you didn't take the serum. Oh, Captain, you're amazing. You survived even in a situation like this. How does it feel to watch us all die?
Captain, why do you look so sad? Aren't you happy to survive out of all of us? It feels good, doesn't it? To watch us become monsters. No, that's not true. Please, don't do this to me. This is Aisha Benessa. It's been 7 days since I set out on my own. As to the whereabouts, to be honest, I don't know. I only hear occasional screams. I've encountered the Vulgus. There was a firefight, but the shooting could have been outnumbered. Ultimately, the floor collapsed, and I fell. Where I am now. I can see. Only Ajax was here. Ajax would have found a safe way back. I should have sent the comm signal. I'm sorry for dealing with Ajax. I know Ajax is probably blaming himself. I can't let my emotions get the better of me. Right now, escaping the ship will allow me the highest chance of survival. Arm pierced the hull of the ship. I could try to escape through the hole. The screaming seems to have stopped. I better get moving. Wait. Where's my handgun? Did I drop it? No. Ajax engraved a rose on my birthday. Damn it!
Great job, Descendant. We're analyzing the records you uploaded to your receive channel. The results should be available soon, so you'll be able to head out right away.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
Right on time. We've just completed analysis. The results aren't bad, but they aren't great either. Starting with the results of the detailed analysis, it's been confirmed that all of these records were modified with a specific decryption system developed by Albion headquarters, all with different IDs too. Which means, as we suspected, Aisha's squad did make it to VV-072.
The problem is the next part. We've analyzed the records we believe to have been left by Aisha's squad. I just can't make sense of them.
It's like Keelan said. The more I examine the records, the creepier it gets, the harder it is to understand. It's like a diary of someone suffering from nightmares. It's that erratic. I'm going to request that Data Intelligence do secondary analysis on it. A more detailed analysis might reveal repetitions, or anything that could help us understand what happened. This doesn't seem to be just about Aisha, but about her entire squad. So I hope we can find some clues.
We'll take care of this. You get to HQ and brief them. Before you do, you can upload this data to Ajax's receive channel. I bet he's been waiting for it.
Whoa, Keelan, you finally learned some social skills. I'm lost for words. You're going to respond to my messages right away from now on, right?
I've always answered you immediately. With silence.
I tried to hide that I've been waiting for this, but I guess I failed. Thank you for looking out for me.
I didn't do it for your gratitude. And I'd appreciate if next time you don't bring your personal issues into an operation.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! You were doing so well, just say something nice.
Descendant, I apologize for rushing you here like this. While conducting the secondary analysis requested by Hound, I discovered something new. The Vulgus weren't just after information about the Ironhearts, they were also looking for something else entirely. It was what you and Keelan discovered during your first foray, the unidentified lifeform. The Vulgus were looking for research data on that lifeform, as well as anything else related to the Ironhearts. Data that could reveal the location of the Ironhearts should be reason enough to go to VV-072. But for them to also look for data on that lifeform means it must represent a great strategic benefit to them. The Ironhearts and the R&D on an unidentified lifeform. The link between them is the Ancestors. Now that we know for certain that VV-072 is not a Vulgus ship, the only other beings capable of building a vessel of that size were the Ancestors. The problem is that we have been unable to figure out why the Ancestors left Ingress after quantum encrypting geographical data on Ingress, and why they researched the creation of the unidentified lifeform on that vessel. It feels like I'm sinking deeper into the void abyss myself the more I investigate this. I wish I could find a clear answer. For now, Command will work with the Magisters to hypothesize the most likely explanation. I'll get back to you when we have something meaningful to report.
Descendant, I believe I have a way to unravel this mystery. Descendant. Like HQ, I also believe that VV-072 is an Ancestor ship. Most of the technology present on VV-072 is a match for that of the Ancestors. Many of the technological marvels created by the Ancestors are based on the same algorithm as I am. Therefore, it should be possible to use my code to access the ship's internal operating systems. And I know Eckert has developed an algorithm that minimizes interference from void energy. This is a new form of analytical code that merges Eckert's algorithm with my decryption code. Uploading this code to the ship's systems should enable you to find the data hidden by the Ancestors. The Ancestors' data is likely to be quantum encrypted, and it will take some time to decrypt it. But if you are patient, you will acquire a vast amount of data. If I had any records relating to the ship, I could have hastened the process. But for some reason, there is no information on the Void Abyss, Void Vessels, or VV-072 in my records. I am perplexed by this, but it is not too late if we hurry. We can still stop the Vulgus and overcome the increasing information gap.
Launching void vessel exploration operation.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
Descendant, VV-072, was a scientific research vessel constructed by the ancestors. The ship was named the Bastion of Eternity. I do not know how this ship ended up adrift in the void abyss, but we can only assume that the ancestors possessed interstellar navigation technology. There was something else that required urgent analysis. The core objective of the ancestors' research on the Bastion of Eternity. This was, presumably, a way to create the Colossi. The fellow you and Keelan found was not the end goal of the ancestors. The fellow is merely a byproduct of their work on the technology to construct the Colossi. According to the research data you have secured, the ancestors were developing a technology that uses RK as a raw material to separate mind from body, then implants that RK in a mechanical body of considerable power. If, for some reason, all ancestors were transformed into Colossi because of this research, it explains why there are no signs of the ancestors on the Bastion of Eternity now. This research could also be the reason why you could not find any traces of Aisha's squad. The technology to construct Colossi. What could be more tempting to the Vulgus? That must be why the Vulgus continue to search for this. The key technology needed to construct the Colossi, and the records of that research. I have yet to discover any evidence that the ancestors' research was successful, so this is only a theory. I hope that it does not turn out to be correct. Descendant, please report these discoveries to HQ. They require HQ's careful consideration.
I have examined the conversation with the guide that you uploaded to the command console. So the ancestors researched the construction of the Colossi, and the Vulgus are looking for that research data. I find this difficult to accept, but we have data that supports the guide's hypothesis. Inez extracted this voice file after filtering out the interference caused by void energy. We analyzed the wavelength of the voice and found that it matched the sounds emitted by the Colossi. There has never been a single reported case of a Colossus speaking a human language. We are even more confused now that we have heard the guide's hypothesis, but HQ will not automatically assume Aisha's squad is deceased. Instead, we're increasing our efforts to find a way to rescue them. It's entirely possible that they left the Bastion of Eternity and are still alive elsewhere. For now, the report and data will be placed on the agenda for an emergency meeting at HQ. I will contact you when the meeting is concluded. Thank you for your efforts with this difficult operation, Descendant.
Do you have a minute?
What's going on? I've read and reread the records from the Bastion of Eternity. I must have gone over them dozens of times. But what I read was so unbelievable. What the hell happened to them? I wondered if my prolonged exposure to the energy of the Void Abyss was causing me to hallucinate. That's the only answer I could come up with. I've had experiences in the Void Abyss so vivid that I couldn't tell what was real and what wasn't. But we have no conclusive evidence that Aisha and her squad are dead. As Nell said, it's possible they're still alive, somewhere. And even if something happened to her squad, I believe Aisha is still alive at least. No additional evidence has been found. There is no record of mutation. And I'll never give up on rescuing her. I'll find her, no matter the cost. I know it took a lot of hard work and dedication on your part to acquire this information. Thank you for that, and also for what it means to me, personally. I may not be able to leave right away, but once we've found all of the Iron Hearts, I'll go to the Void Abyss. I will never give up hope. But until the right time presents itself, I'll focus on finding the Iron Hearts. Thank you, Descendant. I won't forget this.
Descendant, well done. Since the operation is finished, can we talk for a second?